our friends from the Oshkosh Area Humane Society who are going to tell us all about what they've been up to this season. So I'd like to introduce Cheryl Rosenthal from the Humane Society. Welcome, Cheryl. Thanks so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me again.
And as always, we have a lot to talk about.
Oh, there's always stuff going on at the Humane Society. Never a dull moment.
Yes, so. And right now the main thing, kittens.
Kitten
season.
You know, when you're in the sheltering business, you hear the term kitten season, and a lot of people go, what does that mean? Well, if you think about it, we just celebrated Easter, and when I think of Easter, I think of lambs and baby chicks and baby ducks all being born, and that's the way Mother Nature planned it, so that animals are born in the spring of the year when temperatures are rising and they're going to be warm. And the same happens with dogs, cats, rabbits, all those animals that we keep as pets. And unfortunately, cats have a tendency to breed as well as rabbits do. And so when we talk about kitten season, we're talking about 2 to 3, sometimes even 4 litters of kittens can be born to one cat in a season. Wow. And so this is when we see a great influx of kittens. In fact, right now, Emily, we have just 40 kittens so far already in our foster homes right now.
And it's still early on,
and
too.
It's early. It's not even, it's not even quite mid-May. So foster homes are very important to us, and the reason for that is kittens and a nursing mom really do not do well in a shelter environment. Kittens, of course, are more susceptible to illness and sickness. The stress on the mother cat can, probably affect her immune system and her milk production. And also we want to make sure that when these kittens are ready to go to good homes, that they're well socialized. And this is what foster homes can help do. They can invite the neighbor kids in to come and play with them and see them, introduce them maybe to the family dog and do different things. And so foster homes really help us so that we can save many of these kittens that are born throughout the season. I know that one year we had as many as between 500 and 600 kittens in a season, and so that's a lot of cats and kittens too.
And a lot of foster homes.
Yeah, a lot of foster homes. And so we provide everything for the foster homes. If you're interested in being a foster home, one of the requirements is to have a single room where you can house the animals that you're caring for. That way it reduces the stress on any pets that you may have in the home and reduces the stress on the shelter pet. We try to tailor our foster homes to the animals that you're fostering. Maybe you're not ready to take on a mom and kittens. Maybe you would just like 1 or 2 kittens that maybe need a few weeks to become healthy again. If they were found outside, they may have upper respiratory, those types of things. So we really try to match the foster home with the animals, so that if you're not used to giving medications, we're not going to give you a foster animal that maybe they just need socializing. And so, and we provide everything. We provide the food, the water, dishes, litter, medical care. We provide all those essentials. All the foster home does is provides the tender, loving care and make sure that they bring them in so that they can have their update vaccinations and that type of thing. So if someone wants to learn more about foster care, they should contact Rachel, who is our volunteer coordinator, and she's also taking care of kitten foster care this year. So, she'll be the person.
Find their information on
our website, or it's Rachel at ohs.org regarding foster care. So also just a reminder, when those kittens do come back to be adopted, the Oshkosh Area Humane Society, we're kind of unique. We don't have any adoption fees for cats or kittens. There is a rabies vaccination reimbursement, which is $17, and then the licensing fee if you live in the city of Oshkosh of $5. So a cat or a kitten may end up costing you like $22. And the kittens are all spayed or neutered before they leave our facility. So it's a great deal.
Yes.
It really is a great bargain.
And so as we're talking about what they call kitten season, it's of course important to put out the reminder, spay and neuter
Spay and neuter,
Yes.
exactly. Spay and neuter. You know, spaying and neutering is so important. I look at it as an investment in my pet. You know, some people think, oh, I don't want to put my animal through a surgery. You know, that sounds kind of scary, put them under anesthesia. When really you're making an investment in their future health, because spaying and neutering can eliminate the possibility of your animal getting certain kinds of cancer. They can live a longer, healthier life by having this surgery done. They're more likely to get along better with other animals, and most importantly, they're less likely to want to go out finding a mate.
Exactly.
And so they're going to be a much better pet. So it really is an investment in your pet.
Incredibly important, and the Humane Society does a great job of getting that education out there, so definitely keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Again, foster homes, very important. One other thing that we wanted to touch on in this segment is that people might have noticed that the Humane Society has kind of started using a little bit of a new tagline.
Yes.
So
Oshkosh Area Humane Society, different on purpose.
Different on purpose.
Different on purpose.
What's the meaning behind that?
The meaning behind that is, Emily, first of all, I think it's important for people to understand that every humane society / animal shelter is different. We all operate a little bit differently, and we have kind of chosen to be a little different on purpose. And what we mean by that is our focus is still on the animals. And we feel that every single animal is important and deserves a chance at finding a loving home. And so when people come to adopt from us, we're very much into matchmaking. It's very important to us. Yes, it's important that we get an animal adopted, but we're not looking at, well, they've been here 5 days or they've been here 7 days. We got to get them out the door. We look at, when's that right family going to show up? And is this a good match? And it's not just a match for the animal, but also the perfect match for the person who's looking for that pet and for the animals at home. So sometimes we may have animals that stay at our facility a little bit longer. Maybe they have some health concerns that need to be addressed, and they're with us longer, and it costs a little bit more money to do that. But we're okay with that. And so that's what being different on purpose is.
Different in a good way.
Yeah. And we're not like everybody else, and that's okay too. And we also want to make sure that when an adopter does take an animal home, that they have the tools. So we'll spend a lot of time in our adoption sessions talking about, what are you going to do with that kitten when you take it home? What are you going to do with that dog when you take them home? What are you going to do when you're gone at work? What about vacations? All those things that we want to make sure that people are leaving with the tools so that they are successful. It's kind of setting up everybody for success, because we want this to be the last time we see that animal at the Humane Society. That they really are going to be going to their forever home.
Making sure that everyone has a full understanding of what this means. Very great.
Exactly.
And of course, you'll be putting out more information about that new tagline and about what all that means.
Yes. If people would like to read the letter that our executive director wrote, visit our website and click on the tab that says About Us, and that should pop up. It's a letter that Joni wrote regarding why we're different on purpose. And if you'd like to learn more about us, stop in and see us too. I think that's the best way.
Stop in.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm finding that there's still a lot of people in our community that have never seen our Humane Society. And when I say our Humane Society, I mean the county's Humane Society. Our community's Humane Society doesn't belong to Joni or me or Pat or Kara or Ann, all the people that work there. The Oshkosh Area Humane Society belongs to the community that it serves, and we can only do the work that our community allows us to do. And we're pretty
so
proud.
Thankful for that.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It's very
thank you.
important
We're
job.
very proud of the work that we do, but we can't do it without the support of our community. And if you're not sure, well, why should I support the Humane Society? Come and ask me for a tour. I'll be happy to show you around.
Yes, you give great tours. I
Thank
can
you.
tell you that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. It's a great place to be, a great place to visit, to gain a better understanding of what you do. And Cheryl, thank you so much for joining us. Again, I encourage people to visit the Oshkosh Area Humane Society's website. There's a lot of great information, Facebook page. You can see pets that are available for adoption and everything on both of those sites. So Cheryl, thanks again for joining us, and we can't wait to have you back again.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. and Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.